All right, good morning, everybody. Let's start with our toe lift. So today we're going to do our strength with our cardio burst. So we're going to do 3 exercises in each circuit. 4, 3, heels up, right then left, right and left. So we're going to do 2 strength exercises, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest for 2 rounds. And then we're going to do 60 seconds of a burst of cardio. Right leg swing, we're just going to take it front to back. So feel free to hold on to something if you need to, but this is also a really good balance challenge. Good. 4, 3, switch it over to the other side. So just a little swing. If you need to, you can just do a little heel tap, toe tap. So if you're feeling a little off balance today, just modify it as needed. Good, let's switch it to the other side. So out and then a little cross in front. If you need to, you can just tap and tap. We're trying to get a good range of motion on those hips. 2, good, switch it over to the other side. So out and in. So if you've had a recent hip replacement, usually stop at the midline of your body. If you are okay with your hips, try to go a little bit farther. Good, switching sides, heel down, toe up, standing nice and tall. We're just going to stir the pot, draw a circle on the floor. Change direction. So all movement comes from our hips. Switch it to the other side, heel down, toe up. I'm trying to keep my leg right to the side of my body. Change direction. Good. 4, 3, slow deadlift right in the center, hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. So it's just that little bit of a rib tuck. So we're thinking about pulling the ribs and the hips just a little bit closer together in the front, hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. Good, hinge, 2, lift, 2. Reaching down, grab the socks, we're gonna pull them up. Hinge, lift. Let's take it forward, hold it in place, arms reach towards the floor, open and close your book. Still keeping that little bit of a rib tuck. We're opening the shoulder back towards the ceiling. It's okay if we don't get it all the way up. 2, all the way standing, slow squat, hips to heels, stand tall. So just that little bit of a hinge. We're keeping our body a little bit more upright than we were when we were doing our deadlifts. Good, so chest is up. Thinking about using your upper body as a little bit of a counterbalance to help you stay nice and tall. 1 more. All the way up, arm circles, take it back, bring it back around to the front. So we're gonna do 4, both arms going back to front. Then we're gonna switch it going backwards only. All right, backwards only, right, left, and left. So thumb up, pinky down, thumb to come up. When you get to the top, we rotate. Think about a nice, good backstroke. 3, 2, good, forward step and reach. Add that forward step, pull it back. You can keep the arms in. So if you're having a little issue with the shoulders, but if you can, I want you to try to take it up. 2, lunge forward, open book, reach, open, close, step it back. So it's a little pause on those lunges. So forward, open, we have 1 more. Good, side lunge, step it out, hold it in place right here. So just a nice good side to side, a little bit of inner thigh. 8, 7, 4, 3, hold it in the center, cat cow, inhale, exhale. I want you to think, squeeze the shoulder blades and do a little round. So it's your entire back. Good, 3 more, in and out. If you don't want to arch and round, you can still pinch your shoulders and then just keep your spine neutral. Good, last one, inhale. Exhale, roll it all the way up. A little shoulder roll. We're going to go for our planks. So adjust as needed. Let's take our hands down to the floor. good squat. Step it back into a nice good plank position. We're just gonna hold our plank. So hold your plank. You are more than welcome to do this at an incline. Good, let's take it to a down dog. So down dog, back to plank. Down dog, back to plank. So we're just warming up still. I don't expect you to really get those hamstrings stretched out. Just want you to think about that movement. Good, one more time. All right, let's walk it all the way back up to a standing position. We're gonna bring it back into the center. We're going to do our heel stomps. So we're just going to stomp and stomp. If you want to go for full jumps, you can. We have a soft knee, no matter what you pick. But I just want you to think about stomping those heels down as hard as you can. If you can do this in a safe place at home, barefoot, give it a shot. All right, step touch right here, step touch. Let's take it double. So 2 right, 2 left. Let's march or jog in the center. So just a little bit of cardio, get that heart rate elevated just a little bit. You can do a jog, you can do the fake jogging that they sometimes do in certain movies. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, grab a quick drink of water. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So first exercise is a squat with a curl, and I want you to try to do the curl at the bottom. So you'll grab 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. We're going to squat, curl, and then stand. So imagine you're picking something up and you bring it up and then you stand up tall. Second exercise, wider stance. We're gonna do sumo squat, leg lift. So wide stance. And if you wanna add like a little jumping jack arm, and then our cardio is gonna be our side switching squats. So modify as needed. Grab a dumbbell or 2. If you want to do 1 dumbbell, you can even do these down at the bottom with your hands on your sides. They don't have to be in front. It's whatever feels good. But we're going to squat and curl in 3, 2, and 1. So you can start feet hip width apart. Squat, curl up, down, and then stand. So we hold that little squat at the bottom. It can be a shallow squat. It does not have to be super deep. Squat it back. Curl, but I want you to hold. So we don't want to bend forwards. We shouldn't feel like we're looking down at the floor, but we shouldn't feel like we're arching our low back and puffing our hips out really far. So squat, curl, stand tall. Squat, curl. It's that little pause. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. We're gonna do our sumo squat with a leg lift, adding the arms, and this is still strength. We're just trying to get a little bit of inner and outer thigh. So wider stance, 2, and 1. So we're going to squat it down, lift. You can add the arms if you'd like, or you can just think about a nice good squat, wide stance, arms up, good reach, down, reach. This is another one. It's okay if your squat is shallow, but I want you to think about those legs. If we're leaning, just to get the legs up there, lift with your hips. Feel those muscles. You can put your hands on your hips if you need to. Lift. The sumo squat kind of makes it so that we're having to go to the higher portion of our squat, or our leg lift. 2 and 1. Now we go back to our squat with our curl. So 2 rounds of strength, and then we just do that burst of cardio as a little finisher. 3, 2, and 1. So squat, curl, stand tall. Squat, curl, and stand. Remember, we don't want to push our knees forwards, just to stay upright. It's still a hinge back. Your knees are going to move forwards. We just don't want to push them forwards and forget about our hips. So ribs tucked, sit the hips back, squat it down, hold that pause just long enough to do that curl. Less than 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. We're going to go for our squat, side leg lift, so wider stance, good sumo squat, toes a little bit to the corner, 2, and 1. So we're going to squat it down, lift it up, squat, and lift. Think about keeping your legs kind of wide versus going out and coming really close in the middle. Try to keep them wide. So up and then lower. If you need to, this is okay too. I want you to focus a little bit more on the hip and thigh versus your squats. Go ahead, 15 seconds. Less than 10. So this round is lower body. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 15 seconds of rest. We're going to do our side switch squats, which is a side squat, switch in the middle. Again, doesn't have to be deep. Here's 2 and 1. So we're going to go down, hop, switch. Now you can just add that reach, like you're going to jump, but just not quite there yet. Adding in the big arms is going to take the intensity up while keeping the impact low. So here, side step, lift side step. Watching my feet, I'm not turning it into a side lunge, and I'm not squatting out and doing funky things with my knees. It's a side squat, and you can think ski arms, or you're getting ready to toss something down on the floor. This is a minute. We have 20 seconds left, so we're 2/3 of the way done. If you want to add that hop switch in the middle, quick feet, little change, switch in the middle. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk around, grab a quick drink. We're going to move on. Circuit number 2. We're going to do a lunge with a press. If you don't want to do a press, you can do a side raise. That's perfectly okay. 1 dumbbell in each hand or 1 dumbbell. So we're just going to do lunge, press. Second exercise, front raise with a little toe tap back. Third exercise is a lunge with a kick or a lunge with a knee. So you can do all one side and then switch, or you can do a lot of alternating. But we're going to do lunge with a press. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So lunge, press. Option 2, lunge, side raise. Lunge, side raise. Or since we're going to be doing shoulders in the next circuit too, you are more than welcome to not do any weights here and just focus on your lunge. So just nice, good press up. Lunge, press it up. We have 12 seconds. And for that lunge front raise, or that tap back front raise, 5 seconds. You can do 1 dumbbell or 2. Good, rest. I'm going to go light, and I'm going to do 1 dumbbell in each hand. I want to get my arms to work independently, which means 1 dumbbell in each hand. 2, 1 little hinge, tap, and down. Tap, and down. So this round is a little bit more shoulder, a little bit more upper body. If you need to, alternate your taps. Just a little hinge. So hinge it forward, squeeze the glute, extend the leg if you can, and we're gonna reach. Again, this is slow, this is controlled. 2 and 1. Lunge with press, lunge with press. This round, I'm gonna do my press at the bottom. If you did round 1 right, you're gonna do round 2 left. 2, 1. So I'm going to do my lunge and my press at the bottom. This is a little bit more core. It's a little bit harder because we tend to want to puff out our chest. Here, you want to take it down, press it up. And you can take it down, hold it, do your press and then stand, or continue with your lunge and then press at the top. So this is an option, makes it a little bit harder. You choose what's going to feel good today. Remember, you can also alternate. You can also just do side raises. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, front raise with that toe tap back. I'm using 5s. I'm keeping it nice and light. So brace the core, tuck the ribs in, little hinge right here. Tap, lift. You are welcome to do both arms at the same time. And I want you to think about that front raise. This isn't cardio yet, so we're not doing big swings. Nice, good lift. You want to get a little bit harder at a glute lift in the back. So really squeeze the glute and reach. But we don't arch our low back. We keep that spine nice and neutral. Good, 10 seconds. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right, 60 seconds. Lunge with a kick. You can do lunge, kick, switch, or you can do 30 and 30. 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. I'll tell you halfway. 2 and 1. So lunge, kick, switch. Lunge, kick, switch. Now you can do toe tap, kick, switch, toe tap, kick, switch. So if you don't want to go into a lunge, you don't have to. You can do 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. If you're doing 30-30, you've got about 5 seconds and you're going to switch legs. So down. All right, you're halfway through. So if you were doing 30-30, remember, you can just tap and kick, So down, you can add those arms, down, lift, or reach, add the arms. So we've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink. Gonna move on. Circuit number 3. We have deadlifts with rows. So we're just going to hinge, row, and then lift. Second exercise is a rear fly pulse. Light weights or a band. Take it up 3, 2, 1, and down. So it's not 3, 2, 1. Take it to the top, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Now we're gonna do dumbbell swings or body weight swings. We're gonna go skiing. So you can grab weights if you'd like. Body weight is okay too. But deadlift with a row. I'm gonna grab my 10s. I am not feeling 15s today. All right, 45 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna hinge it forwards. We're gonna row at the top, and then we're gonna stand tall. So hinge, row, and stand. When we do our rows, keep your body neutral. You don't wanna lift our upper body, especially if we're going a little heavier. We tend to kind of arch to compensate. Squeeze the shoulders together. Hands get to about your hips. Hinge right here. A little bit of a soft knee. Push the hips back, just like in the warm-up. We're hinging down. We're going to grab our socks right on the side of our legs. Our socks are not out in front of us today. They are right next to us. Here's 2 and 1. All right, rear fly, pulse at the top. I am grabbing 3s. I am sticking with it very light. So shoulders down. Again, we're going to hinge it forwards. Palms facing in. We're going to take it up. 3, 2, 1, and then down. So 3, 2, 1, and down. So take it up to the top, and then 3 little flaps, and then down. Now, if you've got a band, you can absolutely take it out. 3, 2, 1, and in. Take it back. 3, 2, 1, and in. You also have the option to do this body weight only. So if you're thinking, I don't know about this one, grab really light weights. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Little shakeout. Go back for heavier weights. Deadlift with rows. Deadlift with rows. Good. 3, 2, 1. Tuck the ribs, shoulders down. Hinge, lift, and then lower. So hinge it forward. So this round with the rows, I'm using my big muscles. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. The second exercise, those pulses, I'm trying to use just the back of my shoulder. So this one, I'm pinching, I'm squeezing, big muscles, mid-back. Next set, I'm doing little muscles back of the shoulder. Good. 10 seconds. We always think about presses and front raises and side raises. We got to get the back too. Here's 2 and 1. Good. Bring it up. We're going to go for our rear fly. Our little pulses. I have 3-pounders, and that is plenty. For me, that is great. So ribs tucked, shoulders down, soft knees, hinge it forwards, take it up. So we're going to take it up. 3, 2, 1, and down. Lift it. 3, 2, 1, and down. Lift. 3. Try to stay at the top of your range of motion. I know when we get tired, we lift up and then we drop it and we think about going forwards. I want you to think about lifting up. Lift up, 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 and then down. Lift it up, hold it, lift. 3, 2, 1. It's just that little bit of an extra lift at the top. Pull it up. 2, 1, and down. 5 seconds. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. We're going to go for our swings. If you want to stay body weight only, you can. If you want to grab 1 dumbbell, you can. I'm going to do 1 dumbbell in each hand and do my suitcase swings. Shoulders down, ribs tucked. And I just like to start with my little hinge. Little hinge. Then you can start to make it a little bit bigger, bring those arms up a little higher. But you can see I'm not dropping my head and I'm not arching my low back. I'm really thinking about digging those ski poles into the ground to help propel me forwards. Hinge and lift. Hinge and lift. If you're doing single dumbbell in the center, you might have to take the legs a little bit wider, but this is all hips. This is like when we're swinging on a swing, but instead of using our knees, we're using our hips. You've got 12 seconds. We're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly control those dumbbells to slow down. We're going to set those dumbbells down. We are heading down to the floor. If you would like to stay standing, you will need a band or you will need a chair. We're going to do a bridge with a chest fly. So if you're standing, you're just gonna do a regular chest fly with a band. Or if you've got dumbbells, you can stand and do a reverse chest fly. Or you can sit in the front of your chair and lean back and do an incline chest fly. You just won't worry about the bridge. Second exercise, Skullcrushers. Standing option 1, overhead. Standing option 2, kick it back. Last exercise is a pullover with a crunch. If you are standing, you're gonna do 2 press backs, stand tall, 2 marches. So 2 press backs, stand, 2 marches, okay? But we're gonna take it down to the floor. We're gonna go for a bridge, hold a bridge, and do a chest fly. If you're standing, you're just gonna focus on your chest fly. If you wanna add toe taps back or hamstring curls, you can if you'd like. But 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna take it all the way onto our backs. Lift up into that bridge, palms facing in. We're gonna open and we're gonna close. I am holding my bridge. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can absolutely just take your hips down and you can just focus on a chest fly. Focus on that upper body. But if you want to add a little bit of glutes, a little bit of core. Good, we've got 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. 15 seconds rest. We're gonna go for Skullcrushers. 1 dumbbell or 2. I'm gonna do 1 dumbbell in each hand. Again, I want my arms to work independently today. Your time is on. So you are welcome to alternate, or you can do both at the same time. I'm going a little heavy, so I'm gonna alternate. I know how I'm feeling today, so I'm gonna do my alternating Skullcrushers. If you're standing, you can do overhead triceps if your shoulders are happy, and you can do a tricep kickback. But whatever we pick, our elbows don't move. So shoulder to elbow is locked in. On the floor, elbow stays pointing to the ceiling. If you're standing, your elbow points towards your hips or a little bit behind you to that wall. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds rest. We're going back to the bridge with the chest fly. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So little tail feather tuck, pull the ribs down, lift up into that bridge, and we're going to hold. Then we're gonna add in a chest fly. If you wanna add in a little bit more core, especially for those of you that are going a little heavier, we're gonna alternate our chest fly because that weight is gonna try to pull your body over to the side, and you don't wanna let that happen. So you do that by controlling your glutes, controlling your core, and not allowing the body to rotate or twist. Good, 10 seconds. We're gonna go back for Skullcrushers. 2, and 1. Hips down, a little bit of a rest. We're gonna go for our Skullcrushers or our triceps, whatever feels good. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna take it down, and then we're gonna bring it right back up again. So lower, lower, lift, lift. So elbows bend and straighten, hands move, shoulders are locked into place. I keep my arms close to my body, whether I'm doing a kickback, an overhead extension, or a Skullcrusher. So lower and lift. We have 12 seconds. We're gonna go for a pullover with a crunch. And if you wanna do this no equipment, body weight only, that's fine. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, So option one, I'm going to take my feet a little away from my hips, my arms up, with or without a dumbbell. I'm going to pull over and then I'm going to crunch it to the ceiling. So thumbs to the floor, bring it up, ceiling. We do this on Fridays. Your time is on. You have an option to try to bring yourself all the way up. So it's not quite a roll up, but if you want to, a little more cardio here, a little bit harder. But if you want to keep it low, thumbs, crunch. Thumbs to the floor, crunch. If you want to make this a little bit more upper body, a little bit more back, thumbs down, bring it up to crunch. Slow and controlled or a little bit quicker, your choice. I'm going to try to bring it all the way up. I will say that if you have a dumbbell, this makes it a little bit easier. If the dumbbell's a little heavier, if you're trying to come all the way up, because it acts as a counterbalance to help you lift. But you choose what you can in 2 and 1. Bring it in, little shakeout. So we're gonna walk around, we're gonna grab a drink, and I had a set for core at the end if we needed it, but we are at time, so we are good. But we're going to take it onto our backs. We're going to start our stretching. If you're standing, you are welcome to walk around for a little bit. Join us in a standing position against a wall or in a chair, alternating knee pull in. So we're going to take right knee into the chest, left leg out straight, and then we're going to switch. So I am trying to keep my head all the way to my hips, touching the floor. I'm not letting my body round. So I'm just going to pull in, press it out, pull in, press it out. 3, here's 2, and 1. Good. Both knees in. Squeeze the knees together. You can have your legs up or you can have your feet on the floor. Arms out to the side, palms facing up, and we're just going to drop both knees to one side and then switch it over to the other. It's okay if your legs do not touch the floor. Just a little side to side. Squeeze and squeeze. Here's 2 and 1. Let's take it all the way over to one side. Knees are going to be in line with your belly button. Arms are out straight. We're going to do open and close of your book. You are more than welcome to do this against a wall or sitting in a chair. So we're just going to open our book back behind us, and then we're going to close. I am focusing on keeping my knees squeezed, so my upper body is not coming in contact with the floor, and that's okay. I'm just focusing on getting my shoulder as close to the floor as I can. Just open and close. Good. One more. Hold it in that open position, and now we're going to bring the knees up, and we're going to just rock ourselves all the way over to the other side. Again, adjust, knees in line with your belly button. Squeeze the knees together, and we're going to open, and we're going to close. So keeping the knees squeezed together is going to help protect that low back, because we're not allowing the lower spine to move. We're moving our upper spine, which is meant to do a little bit of rotation. Good. Couple more. Open and close. Last one. Open and close. And now we're going to roll it over onto our tummies. We're going to do our scorpion stretch. If you are standing, you are welcome to just find a wall or a doorway. Right arm out to the side, left hand by your chest, left leg is going to bend. We're going to roll into that right chest and shoulder. And we're just using that left hand to kind of help roll us over a little bit, but we don't want to push ourselves up and away from the floor. Your left leg is also just there to kind of help open you up. But if you're really tight, your leg might not even really lift off the floor, and that's okay. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it into the center. Let's take it out. Switch it to the other side. Left hand out, palm down. Right hand by the chest, right knee bends, and we just roll into the left side of the body. So it's just a nice, good chest stretch. And again, you can do this against a wall. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the center. Both hands by the chest. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to lift ourselves up into an up dog, a little different than what we normally do. So lift yourself into an up dog. You can lift yourself into Sphinx, so you're on your forearms, or you can just lay on your tummy and rest your chin on your hands. So our shoulders are away from the ears. We're squeezing our glutes, trying to open our hips more than we open our back. And 2, 1, tuck the toes under, brace the core, lift the hips, sit it back. Reach the arms out, variation on child's pose or puppy. I'm going to walk my hands out so that my hips are a little bit more over my knees. This is a little bit more like puppy. This is a little bit more back arching. So if this is not for you, just keep your hips to your heels. Do what feels good. 3, 2, 1, lift it up, walk your hands back towards your knees, hips towards your heels. We're just going to come to a kneeling position, roll your shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. Take your strong leg around to the front. We're going to come up to a standing position. So nice and tall. We're just going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket, thumbs pointing forwards. Good. Now we're going to flex our hands like they're sitting on a couple of tables, elbows straight. And again, we're just going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down. So our elbows are straight, our wrists stay flexed. Good. Change direction. Let's take the arms up and out to the side. And again, reach the hands back, elbows are straight. Trying to get those fingers, hands flat against the wall or as flat as you can. And then change direction. Good. Let's take those arms down, roll the shoulders down and back one time, set the shoulder blades ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up, and now we're going to look to one side, look to the other. Bring it in the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale one more time. And out, and you are all done.